I don't know why I'm singing Edelweiss for you. We'll see what the message is. Perhaps it relates to that. Hey, it's any German viewers, German speaking viewers, come through. Welcome to the Lumiere channel. I am Lumiere, and I will be your host for today. For the month of July, Aquarius! Kinda yelled at you last month, didn't I? I hope you're okay. Let's see what's going on this month. Things are obviously a little bit different. You're not looking at the cards, all you're doing is hearing my voice. So take this time to hear your message. You look happy to me. Guidance for Aquarius, July 2018. For my Aquarius ladies, if you're a man and you find yourself or someone who identifies as masculine, and you find yourself, oh boy, and you find yourself, goblins, okay, and you find yourself watching this video, well, welcome. You can stick around if you'd like, since you're already here. Oh, come on, you guys. No. Was it? Yeah. Anyway, I mean, we could try. Blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow. We have higher power in reverse, blessed, come to the edge, and serendipity. So if you're needing to make a move, I'm going to put them all back actually, and time for a nap in reverse. So you may need to take a break from something, but if you're needing to make a move, as in take a leap of faith, take a risk, go ahead and do it. I do see ride the wave here, so if something is coming, do go ahead and do that. But I also see that might be a message for other aquas. It might be a message for you in a different scenario, but there's some goblins going on here. We're back to this again. I don't get why that card comes out like that. Impulsive action. Alright. You being hard on yourself again. Like, you maybe shitting on yourself again. Let's see. You're being encouraged this month. There seems to be a sort of metamorphosis, a sort of death and rebirth, a sort of coming to life of something, which makes sense because new life is here as well. So you may have started something new, entered into a new state of being, a new something. I mean, you're being hard on yourself. And that's fucking up your dreams. This could do something with healing family issues. Maybe what you've been told about what you're capable of, what people like you are capable of, what's available to you. You know what I mean. People like us don't, and then you take that to heart and you become a people like us who don't. People like us don't get happy. People like us don't travel. I had someone say that to me. People like us don't travel to these places. That's a thing that only white people do. And I'm like, well, I know tons of people of color who do that thing called traveling, which you have done as well. So what are you doing sticking to that limiting belief and and wearing that? That's not something you want to wear. So whatever it is that may have come from your family may not have been that, and it may not even come from a place of ill intent. It's just a place of that's their story. It doesn't have to be your story. In any case, you're being encouraged. Happy is here, so it's saying whatever situation this is, find the joy in it. Find the will. Bring back the joy in this situation. So we have encouragement and we have unexpected visitors in reverse. So you might be getting some news this month that might trip you up a bit, but be encouraged. Ride that wave. In addition, you're also getting Field of Dreams in reverse, which tells me about this new life here. So whatever this thing that you're doing, and you might be making a choice is here in a wonky position. So you can't abdicate making a choice. It's hard sometimes to make certain choices that diverge from what you know. But the thing is, if you don't know, right, if you're having trouble knowing what's true for you, ask you. Ask you. Even when it comes to your goblins, even when it comes to the thing that I was meditating on the not meditating, but I was talking to I was recently talking to 8, the number 8, talking to the Strength card in tarot. The Strength card in tarot has this woman in white who is standing next to a lion, this beast, and she has a hand on top of its snout and below its snout, and in the eyes of this lion it looks scared. It's got its tail between its legs. That is the Strength card. So, oh my god, where am I going with this? Ooh. Oh, right. Okay. So, I call the lion a beast because it's an animal, right? It's a beast. I'm not saying that in a sort of any type of way. This to me is about strength over our goblins. Many people are gonna say, "Oh, our goblins, shut them things up. They're worthless. They're useless. My negative thoughts are weak. This, that, and the other." And there's those types of affirmations and things. What I'm here to say is no. No, your negative thoughts are not weak, because them shits have kept you down. Them shits have deprived you of the things that you've wanted, so they're not weak. You saying they're weak and not believing it and giving them the strength that they have is the Strength card in reverse, like they have dominated you. But what I'm saying as far as going into your field of dreams and even going into that space, what I'm asking you to do here is to look at your goblins, to look at your beasts, to look at the small self, to look at your fears, to look at the thing that you're avoiding and get to know it, because there's a piece of you in there that you need to retrieve. And that can be difficult, of course it is. It's kind of like looking at your family issues and being like, oh shit, people like us don't blah blah blah, but then you look at it and you're like, well, wait a minute, like times have changed, things are different. I don't want to be a people like us. I don't want to be that, but that doesn't mean you're negating your family or their experience. It is what it is. She says what she says. He said what he said. That's coming from their experience, but you get to create your experience. You don't have to be a victim to the past of someone else's past. You get to create your future. Anyway, there's something going on this month, and there is a death here. You're in transition. You're needing to make a choice, and what I'm saying about that choice is to go into your fears and explore those fears and see why they're fears. Find the piece of you that's perpetuating those fears. In the Strength card, to me, it feels like she's moving this beast that has been negated, that has been rejected, and it's out there on its own out there, and she's herding it back to the rest of the family, to the rest of its kind, where it no longer has to be alone anymore. That's what I'm saying for you to go into your parts, your private parts, and get what's yours and bring it into the light, bring it back to you. So when it comes to making a choice, don't abdicate your choice. Don't choose not to choose. Go to inform this choice, look at where you've been and entertain where you're going so you can make a choice from a place of strength. That's so funny. I'm thinking about Edelweiss and how it fits in. Edelweiss is about bless my homeland forever, and that's like patriotism, and here's family issues. Tying yourself to your family, and perhaps the choice that you have to make here is breaking the mold. Perhaps the choice you have to make here is riding a different kind of wave that might take you away from what you've known. It may not be family necessarily, it may have been patterns from them, but it may be patterns that you yourself have adopted as a part of your own life. There's another story of this girl that asked her mother, "Mom, why do we cut the the feet off of chicken when we cook them? And she said, I don't know, your grandmother always did it. And then she goes to her grandmother and says, Grandma, why do we cut this? And the grandma says, I don't know, your grandmother always did it. It's a little girl asking, her mom so she can have her great grandma alive, I'm sure, at this point. She calls her great grandma, and she's like, Great grandma, why do you cut the legs off the chicken? She goes, well, we were too poor to afford a big pot, so I had to make it work. And that's the type of thing that it carries down generation to generation, because it worked in that generation, but it no longer suits you in this generation. So this can come in the form of thought seeds that you've planted in your field of dreams, because field of dreams is here, but it's just, that's funny. Field of dreams is here, it's in the protection mode. There's something about your dreams that are, there's weeds growing in them. I saw the goblins card before, but it didn't pop out, but it's still something that I saw, and it feels right in this reading. And so you are going through a change, right? Make no mistake, you are going through a change, you are going through a transition. And you're being encouraged. This month something might happen. You might receive some unexpected news, some unexpected something that may not be so favorable. That doesn't mean it's going to be the most catastrophic thing in the world, but it might be you realizing something, you coming to terms with something. Realizing that maybe your parent is just going to be your parent, and you may have to leave them behind in the thinking. Not maybe in the physical, but in the thinking. Some people have shut out their families. Some people have shut out people they've cared about because they realize, and it's a painful realization when you see that I can't bring this person along with me where I'm going. That's just an idea of something that may be happening. This could be happening in a workspace, right? Leaving a work family behind. Some news that comes about whatever, about work, or even about romance, or about whatever field. What fields are there? Home, professional, career, finances. The essence is getting something unexpected news, unexpected event. A bit of like a tower type thing. This could be in your psyche, a sudden realization. This could be in your real world. But they're asking you here to be encouraged. They're asking you to be encouraged and to ride the wave of whatever this is. Because unexpected visitors is 41, ride the wave is 14. Unexpected visitors is in reverse, and it looks like a 14 to me. So that is going along with that. I'm seeing 29, 30, 26, 29, 30, 27. Okay, I'm seeing 25, 26, 29, and 30. Lots of 20s here. So this is possibly something that it's not entirely new, but it's still in the process of happening. So what I mean is, this might be something that relates to something that you're familiar with. So it's not going to be like this is not something I know. It might be something that relates to something that you've known about. 27, 28. It's a different deck actually. What are 27 and 28? Hold on a second. What is 27? Is that why? No, 28 is building blocks. Okay, you're building, but the thing is you're dying first. You're going through the death transit into rebirth, so you're not quite ready to build yet. That's not here. Exchanging gifts is here. Giving and receiving. Giving and receiving. Weighing cost and determining value. So that's something I feel like this is more so coming to terms of, so you're not even quite there yet to the point of giving and receiving, or even really knowing what bartering to do here in terms of allowing or just balancing out that whole thing in this current situation. You're still trying to kind of gather your bearings in this move. You're meant to ride the wave here. Your guidance overall is know that you are encouraged. Be encouraged. There is encouragement around you from your highest self and from just the powers that be, and maybe even in your life. Be encouraged. And ride the wave and be gentle with yourself through this process, because it's new. It's new for you. It is new. Just like a baby, you wouldn't force a baby to walk. Like they're brand new at walking. Whatever the situation is for you, it's new. even if it is revisiting something, even if it is something that's been going up to, sorry, I saw something. Even if it is something that's been going on for years or weeks or whatever, and it's not so new, oh, I've been down this road before. If this is that scenario, number one, if it's been going on for years, you need to take, look, I don't know. But if it's been going on for years, there's something that's changed. Something is coming to change things from this unexpected visitors that I'm seeing here. Something unexpected is coming to shift things, as the tower typically does, to break structures, and you gotta be gentle with yourself through the structures that are being shifted, through the news that comes in, through the thing that happens through this. Be encouraged, be gentle, and gently ride this wave, okay? Breathe. The breathe card is here. It says, inertia, laziness, and apathy are not signs of slowing down, but of decay and lifelessness. Wake up and do something to shake this off. Go outside for some air. A walk in nature will remind you that all of life is ensouled and magical. Get some exercise. Move out of your head and into your body. Breathe in deeply. Each breath is precious, and that's from the breathe card. So I feel like there are some things in your world to be happy about, to find joy in, and even joke about, maybe even in this situation, you know? Sometimes it can be, you laugh to keep from crying. Sometimes it kind of enters this thing where you're like, oh, wow, I've been holding on to this thing and trying to cut off the leg so perfectly of this thing, but it was about the pot. I didn't have to be so meticulous. I didn't have to yell at her or yell at him or get angry about this thing or blah 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 blah. It's just something that they did because that was a situation in their life, right? And that's something to laugh about. There's some pain there, but it's something to laugh about to a point. It's something to find the joy in this situation, especially as it goes to making this choice. Breathe and be light about whatever's coming. Yeah, be light about whatever is coming. Can I get some final guidance for Aquarius, please? Whoa. Okay, baby. Chaos and conflict in reverse. Alright, so this feels like it's on the tail end. Oh, that's nice. Oh my god. Oh, shit. You know how you shuffle your cards and you gotta make sure that they're facing the same way? Mine didn't. So I shuffled them facing, well, they're supposed to be facing each other, not facing the same way. Anyway, the cards that are final guidance is 33. Chaos and conflict. Oh, wow. Chaos and conflict. Okay. I'm going to read that for you. Be careful not to... that's funny, law of attraction is like coming up here right now. Whew. Sorry, I got distracted for a hot minute. This is an advantageous moment to restore order and recognize the opportunity for negotiation. Awesome. Even in the seeming chaos, there's a kind of divine order. A complete restarting of elements. Exactly, this death card is here. Ooh, this is powerful. If your intention is to find the best solution for the highest good of all, there is positive news. The timing is perfect. So whatever's coming, even though it might rub you the wrong way, there is an opportunity for you to shift through it, to move through it, to make it something work for you. And that feels right, actually. Yeah, because the encouragement card is saying, like, I know, but. Things are already stirred up. Yep, so don't be afraid to jump into the mix. We had come to the edge earlier. I didn't put it on the board. You'll discover everything you need to know about how the situation affects you long term. Be present in the eye of the chaos. This moment is valuable. Don't waste it. You only get one chance to be inexperienced. You know how, like, when you drink from a water bottle and you ate something, and then hours later you're not eating that thing anymore, but you can, like, taste the aroma or, like, smell the aroma of what you ate on the water bottle lip? Ugh, it's nasty. Anyway. Yeah, something, it does, I like that card came out as final advice. This is an opportunity to negotiate and course correct. This is great. The ride the wave is here, so whatever this is, ride it out. Ride it out and be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. What are you saying? And you may need to tell the truth, and you know what you need to tell the truth about. You may need to have share a truth here. These are two messages. These are two messages that came out towards the end. So that might be someone that needed to hear that. Yep, you might be needing to tell the truth about something, or share a truth. Acknowledge it to yourself, and you know what it is. It's just about maybe expressing it. Okay. If you'd like a private reading, the information for that is in the description box below. Let me know where this sits with you. I'm gonna actually read this card. It keeps staring at me, and it's being like, you didn't talk, like you talked about me, but you didn't talk about me. It's the making a choice card, card 30. So the sequence was 25, 26, 27, 28 are missing, and breathe is 29, and then making a choice is 30. So that means something to me. The sequence is semi there. We talked about the two cards that are missing and how that might be missing in this story in motion right now, that you may not be in a position to have the 28 and the 27 in terms of building blocks. Like, you're still kind of trying to just gather your bearings, like a baby first learning to walk. It's now being faced with the unexpected news of no longer having to be carried, and so it's just trying to figure out how to walk. It's not really trying to figure out how to, like, walk on certain planes or anything like that. It's just trying to, like, master its feet moving, something like that. Take the essence of that. Making a choice. It's in a sideways position, facing the left, pointing in the left. You're faced with a dilemma or a fork in the road, and you must make a conscious choice regarding the next right action. So that's probably informing something to do with the unexpected visitors, the unexpected thing that will be happening this month. And it might have to do with your psyche, or your psyche will be brought into that, weeds in your field of dreams. So it might be something which threatens your dreams in a way, what you've been wishing for, or what you've planted, the plans you've made. But threatening not in a gunpoint, but in a I shouldn't say like that, but it'll vary by person, right? Spectrum stuff. This could be a client not coming through when you thought they would come through. This could be you finding out that you're not pregnant, right? And you having to sort things out a bit more, finding out that you have something going on with your body that may not, just something like that puts a stopper in your plans and makes you kind of stall your dreams, and pushes you into a place of, what, that whole thing that I was speaking about in the beginning. That's beautiful. Okay. So you're made to make a conscious choice. Whatever that choice is, you must take responsibility for it. Yet you needn't be afraid, and encouragement is here. You may not have all the answers right now. New life is here. Like, you don't know what you don't know. You're still learning. Because the way ahead cannot be known until you've embarked and traveled a few steps, just like the baby example. So take that and apply it to your situation. Come through. Trust your intuition. Yes, Lord. Trust your intuition. Ask for a sign from spirit, and you will be led to the right path. If you remain conscious and aware, your choice will be the right one at this time. Life is always about learning. Success lies in choosing consciously, guided by intuition and spirit. The reverse of this card says, this is not time to abdicate responsibility for your life. Letting others choose for you doesn't make things easier. Don't compromise because you're afraid of facing the consequences of your choice. says, even if you've opted for a difficult path, you can always make another choice in the future. There's great power in reclaiming your ability to choose. This is exactly what the membership is about, stepping into your sovereignty and reawakening that. Oh, I love that. No one can take that away from you, no matter what. Don't you give your power away. If you're willing to be rigorously honest with yourself about your motives behind your choices, you may see the need to change things. And I love that. Truth be told, and deep knowing came out. Deep knowing is about intuition. Deep knowing is about, like, you know, not even in a not so deep way, or maybe in a deep way, but in like a layered type of way where, like, it's there, you know there's something there. You can see it through the layers. I'm like mesmerized by my eyes in the picture of the thumbnail. They look beautiful. But like, anyway, you know, right? So there's some truth that might need to come out. So that might have been for more people than I thought. I'm glad I read this. You can change course and choose another route. Just be willing to clean up what you've left behind. So that's the guidance for you this month. My lovely Aquarius, you beautiful, beautiful beast, you beautiful being. I will see you on the flip side. Check out the rest of the channel for things that you might like, some goodies that you might like. If you have a request for a video, you can leave it in the comments. I will take it in and see what I can do with that. I would love to have you if you vibe with my channel and you've been... Okay, building blocks did come out, so that's interesting. And in the upright, so you are building, right? Be gentle with yourself. Things will be coming together this month, maybe even towards the tail end. For some of you, this could be an energy that is leaving you and you are moving into the building, the metamorphosis. So, yeah, there's that. So if you would like a personal reading, their information is in the description box below, and other information that you might be looking for will be in there as well. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, and I hope you appreciate you and your journey. Life is not a one-stop shop. It's a journey, and we're spiritual beings having a human experience. Have the human experience. Laugh about it sometimes. The shit can be funny, can be crazy and horrible, but there has to be some humor in it. So, in any case, hon, hon, I don't like calling people hon. I don't do that. I don't know why Spirit makes me do it. Spirit made me do it. Okay, honey, keep your light on, okay? And good luck. I adore you. Keep your light on.